Hello, hello. So, I think some of us, including me, have been in a little bit of a hibernation period. Hibernation, sort of hibernation, sort of just slowing down, going inward, being in the spacious, quiet spaces. And for me, anyway, it can be a little bit of a task to kind of get moving again after I've gone through that kind of deep rest. So I want to give you a vigorous sun salutation flow. This will get the energy moving. You can do this in the morning or any time of day that you might need a little extra pep in your step. So here we go. We'll move through the first round slowly so that we can stretch out the body and get the movement going. So we'll come to the top of the mat. The feet are beneath the hips in parallel. We'll roll the shoulders back once and let them hang. Slight flex through the thighs and the inner thighs. Slight engagement through the glutes. Letting the natural curves of the spine be in place. The neck is long, the head floats at the top. And we're going to start just with a nice, slow inhale. Bringing the arms up the sides. Inhale deeply. Slowly, slowly, the arms come all the way up. They meet in a prayer position above your head and they drop down slowly, slowly, slowly down your center to your heart and all the way down. The fingers turn so they're pointing toward the earth now. The hands part and the arms come up the sides again, even slower this time. Arms are long, scapula slides down the back, and as you raise your arms, feel yourself welcoming life. You might lift your head up slightly just to feel the joy of being alive and the gratitude for this day and every day that you get to be in this beautiful body. The hands come together above the head and they drop down slowly through the area of the crown and the third eye, past the throat, to the heart with a slight bow of the head. Bowing deeply to this incarnation, the hands continue down, the fingers point toward the earth, the hands part, and this time they come all the way up. Inhale. And exhale, swan dive down, the arms open wide. We're just going to come down and hang over the legs. Breathing here. You might want to bend the knees slightly. Change where you're getting the stretch through the hamstring. Rolling the shoulders back. Space between the ears and the shoulders. Nice deep stretch through that life nerve up the back of the legs. Breathing. And bringing the right leg all the way back. We're going to keep the toes on the ground. The knee rests on the ground. The reason we're keeping the toes up is because that protects the knee. So we're going to let the hips drop toward the earth. The head is down, actually, so the chin is leaning toward the chest. This will actually bring a deeper stretch through the psoas, pulling the navel toward the spine. And if you like, you can turn your knee and your toes out of the left foot. Turning them out, you can sink a little deeper into that left hip. Breathing. If you have turned your leg out, bringing it back to a parallel position. And bringing the left foot all the way back so you're in a high plank. Just hanging out here. Long line from the heels all the way through the top of the head. Pressing through the hands, pressing through all 10 fingers. And bending the elbows to drop down toward the earth. Now the toes come down, the tops of the feet are on the ground. Pressing up through your cobra into your up dog position. And engaging the abs to push yourself slowly, slowly, slowly back into a child's pose. You can come up onto your fingertips here. Rock the hips from side to side, kind of rolling from left to right, left to right. And this stretches out the sides of the low back. And pressing through the knees and the shins to move your body forward up into tabletop position. Head is long, neck is lengthened, and then we press back through the hands, tuck the toes, and come on up into a downward dog. Letting the scapula slide down the back, the shoulders are away from the ears, the navel pulls toward the spine. Tailbone pointing in a beautiful diagonal. From head to tail, one long line. And from here, we're going to flex the right foot, lift the right leg up halfway. The hips are still squared. Now point that right toe, open the right hip, lift the leg high as you can go. Reach the toes for the sky, pressing through the hands. Shoulders slide down and away from the ears. We are stretching, stretching. And we are bending that right knee, turning the hips back to a squared off position. The knee starts to come all the way forward, rounding the back as you bring the right foot forward to plant it where the right hand was. Both arms come up. You're in a high lunge. Left leg is straight. You're pressing through both feet, reaching up toward the sky, looking up as though you are holding the sun between your hands. Breathing here. And from here, we're just going to open to the side into a warrior position. And the arms come down. Ooh. Your right leg is in a nice deep lunge, pressing through the left foot. The left leg wraps around to the left, opening up. Both hips are facing toward the back. Arms are reaching long from the center of the back in both directions, gazing out over those front fingertips, reaching forward slightly as though you are getting that thing you're aiming for, and then pressing through the right foot. So the right leg lengthens, right arm comes up to the sky. You are leaning back, using your left hand on the left leg for support, reaching up to the sky. Both legs are straight. Bending the right elbow and the right knee. Slowly coming down. The right knee lands on the right thigh. The left hand stretches over in a long diagonal from the left heel all the way through the left fingertips. And we'll continue to round toward the front of your mat. Rounding that left side down. Left hand comes to the floor. You come over onto your left toes, and the right arm opens up. Reaching toward the sky with the right arm. This is a slight twist, reaching long through the left heel. Opening as far as you can, so twisting even farther. Maybe the right hand comes behind you. And we'll let it circle all the way around. The right hand directs you to where you're going to go as you step forward with the left foot to the top of your mat, bending the knees, rounding the spine, and inhale. Arms come up, they meet in prayer at the top. Exhale, dive forward. So we're going to stretch it all out on the left now. Breathing here. And reaching the left foot back, dropping the knee to the floor, letting the hips move toward the earth. The head hangs down toward the chest. Not everybody will give you that part. I prefer it for a deeper stretch, pulling the belly toward the spine. That'll increase the stretch as well. Just resting here. If you like, you can turn your right toes and your right knee out. So you can sink a little deeper into the hip. Make sure the knees and the toes are pointing in the same direction. That'll protect the knee, no matter what position you're in, actually. You always want the knee over the toe. Turning that right foot back to parallel and stepping back with the right foot into your high plank position. We'll just hang out here for a moment. 10 fingers are spread. You're pressing through the entire hand, all the fingers. Navel comes toward the spine. You're not sinking through the hips or lifting the hips. Long line from the heels to the top of the head and release down to the earth. The hands are beneath the shoulders and you press up, slowly breathing through your cobra into your downward dog and send your tailbone back, pressing through the hands to come into your child's pose. Again, coming up onto the fingertips to get that really good long stretch through the armpits, rocking the hips, rolling them from side to side, stretching through the entire low back here. And then pressing through the knees, the feet, the shins to come up onto all fours. Head reaches long toward the front of your mat. Toes tuck and we press up into downward dog. Getting that good stretch through the calves while the heels reach toward the floor. Tailbone reaches on that beautiful diagonal. Scapula slides down the back. Shoulders are away from the ears. You can have a slight bend in the elbows if you like. Pressing through all 10 fingers. We're going to flex the left foot. Bring it up halfway. The hips stay square. Pointing the left toes and lifting that leg up just as high as you care to. Reaching the toes toward the sky. Reaching, pointing the toes up. Reaching and bending that left knee. Turning the hips so that they are square again. And sending the left leg through. Planting the left foot on the floor where your left hand was and reaching up. Reaching both hands toward the sky. The right leg is straight. You're pressing through the heel. It's as though you're holding the sun between your hands. You're smiling and enjoying. So much gratitude. Opening the arms. Opening the arms down and into a deep warrior position. You're lunging in the left leg. Pressing through that right heel. The right leg is wrapping. All the muscles of the right leg are wrapping around. Your hips are facing toward the side. Arms are reaching directly out from the center of the back, gazing over the front fingertips. We reach gently forward through the left and straightening, pressing through the foot, lengthening the left leg, reaching the left fingertips up toward the sky. The right arm comes down the leg to support you. Bending the left elbow and the left knee. Left elbow comes to rest on that left knee. The right arm comes up and overhead. So you've got a nice long diagonal from the right heel up the side of your body, all the way through the left fingertips. And continuing the path of that right arm, rounding the back as you come back down toward the earth. The left arm opens up to the sky, reaching up, stretching back through that right heel, and opening the left arm even farther, coming into a bit of a twist here in this lunge. And then sending your left fingertips down in a circle and forward to the front of your mat, stepping forward with the right foot. Both feet are in parallel below your hips. And now we're going to start to move through this flow a little bit more quickly. Inhaling the arms up. Exhaling, swan dive down. Inhaling up halfway. Exhaling down. Inhaling, stepping back with the right and the left. Exhaling down to your belly. Inhaling and pressing up. Your up dog. Exhaling back into child's pose. Inhaling forward onto all fours. Exhaling back into downward dog. Inhaling the right leg up and up. Exhaling, bending that knee, swinging it through, planting the foot. Inhaling the arms up. Exhaling down into your lunge, your warrior position. Inhaling, pressing through the right, reaching up with the right hand. Exhaling, bending the right hand and the right knee. Left arm comes over, it comes down to the ground. Inhaling the right arm open in a twist. Exhaling, sending the right fingertips forward, stepping through, bending the knees. Before we get moving, I'm going to need to tend to this little barking dog. Oh, Toby. Oh, Toby. Hi, baby. Are you okay? Hi, sweetheart. Oh, what a good boy. What a good boy. So we'll just keep breathing. Here we are at the top of the mat. Inhaling the arms up. Exhaling, swan dive forward. Inhaling up halfway. Exhaling down. Inhaling, stepping back with the left and the right. Exhaling down. Inhaling, pressing up. Exhaling back to your child's pose. Inhaling, pressing forward onto all fours. Exhaling, tucking the toes up and back into your downward dog. Inhaling the left leg up halfway and all the way up. Exhaling, bending the knee, swinging it through, planting that foot. Inhaling both arms up in your high lunge. Opening into your warrior with an exhale. Inhaling, pressing to a straight-legged position. Left reaches toward the sky. And exhaling, bending left side. Right comes over to create that nice diagonal. Right arm comes down to the floor and inhale the left arm up to the sky. And open even farther and send the left through. Stepping forward with the right, bending the knees, inhaling up. Exhaling, dive down. Inhaling up halfway. Exhaling down. Inhaling, jump back into your plank. Exhaling down to the floor. Inhaling, press up to up dog. Exhaling back to child's pose. Inhaling forward to all fours. Exhaling back into downward dog. Inhaling the right leg up and up. Exhaling, swinging the foot through. Inhaling both arms up. Little change here. We're just going to swing the arms down and forward. So we step through with the left, bending the knees. Inhaling both arms up. Exhaling, swan dive down. Inhaling up half. Exhaling down. Bending the knees. Inhaling, jump to plank. And exhale to the floor. Inhaling to up dog. Exhaling to child's pose. Inhaling onto all fours. Exhaling to downward dog. Inhaling the left up and up. Exhaling, swinging the knee through, planting the foot. Inhaling, both arms come up. And swinging them around and through to the front. Stepping through with the right, bending the knees. Inhale the arms up. Exhale down. Inhale up halfway. Exhale down. Inhale to plank. Exhale down. Inhaling up. Exhaling back to child's pose. Inhale, press forward. Exhale to downward dog. Inhale the right leg up and up. Exhale, swing the foot forward, plant the foot. Inhaling both arms up. Swinging down, stepping forward. Bending the knees. Inhaling up. Exhaling, dive forward. Inhaling up half. Exhaling down. Inhaling, jump to plank. And exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale, press back. Inhale forward onto all fours. Exhale to down dog. Inhale the left up and up. Exhale, swing the foot through, plant it. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, swinging through, step forward, bend the knees. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale up half. Exhale down. Inhale to plank. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale, press back. Inhale forward. Exhale to downward dog. Inhale the right up and up. Exhale, swing it through, plant the foot. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, swing it forward. Step through, bend the knees. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale up half. Exhale down. Bend the knees. Inhale to plank. Exhale down. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to child's pose. Inhale to all fours. Exhale to down dog. Inhale the left leg up and up. Exhale, swing it through, plant the foot. Inhale, the arms come up. Exhale, swing them forward, step through. Bend the knees, inhale the arms up. They come to meet in prayer position at the top, and slowly they drop down your center. When they get to your belly, the fingers point toward the earth, the hands part, the arms slowly come up again. They meet at the top, bringing them right down your center. And again, the arms come up, inhale. And exhale them to your heart. Last time. Inhale the arms up. Bringing them down to your heart center. Releasing the hands to your sides, spreading the toes. Standing in mountain pose. Engaging the thighs, slightly engaging the glutes. Knees are slightly bent. You are solid. Breathe. Opening the eyes, gazing down on a diagonal to the floor or the earth in front of you. And feel as though you are being lifted from your hair upward, making space between the vertebrae, feeling yourself solid and alive. Beautiful, beautiful practice. Namaste. Thank you so much.